Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and just to be on the safe side, hello, it's Lynn here from the Learn English Network from a sunny Germany. Looks like spring has sprung. And now, we're going to go back to recording the last post first, and then working up to LEN Live Chat, because nobody's expressed a preference so far, and so I'm going to do what is easiest for me, okay? And the week started off with a few highs and hellos, so we'll skip all those. And our first conversation started with Bruno, who said, "Hi all." You need a full stop, Bruno. "Hi Bruno," said Igor. "Hi Igor," said Bruno. Bruno, look at how Igor wrote "Hi Bruno" with a full stop at the end. "Hi Bruno," said Zeb, with a comma, because then she carried on. "This flag, do you live in Corsica?" Hi Zeb, said Bruno. "No, it is flags of Sardinia Island, Italy." No, it's the Sardinian flag from Italy, or the island of Sardinia's flag in Italy. I didn't know that either. It looks like a George Cross with lots of little squares filled in. "Is there a meaning associated to the four heads?" asked Seb. Marzi then also asked, "Do you mean this flag is from Corsica?" And Bruno said, "It is similar but not same." So, Bruno, it's similar but not the same. And then you put BQs, and it's because, BECAUSE. The Corsica's flag has only one man, and you'd say the Corsican flag. The flag from Corsica, or the Corsican flag, only has one man. Bruno asked Marzi, "Where's Corsica?" And Bruno said, "Corsica is a big island at north of Sardinia." So Corsica is a big island in the north of Sardinia, or to the north of Sardinia. It is France country. Okay, it is a French country. "I see Bruno," said Marzi. It's Bruno Marzi. "Do you like English language?" So, do you like English? Yes, I like English language. Okay, you can say yes, I like the English language, or the English language, but really, yes, I like English is enough. But I have not time to improve it. But I don't have time to improve it. "Why?" asked Marzi. "You're learning now, and you can improve it even if you practice 30 minutes every day." "Oh, you sound so knowledgeable now, Marzi." "Of course," said Bruno, "but I'm busy a lot of time." So, but I'm busy a lot of the time, full stop. And try not to use ... use a comma. Of course, comma. "Me too," said Marzi, "but after that I joined this web. I can't give up because I find many friends like Zeb, Igor and you here." So, me too, comma, but after I joined this site, I can't give up, comma, because I have found many friends like Zeb, Igor and you here. Very good, very nice. And then Marzi said to Zeb, "Well, you're so busy, it's time for rest." So you could say it's time to rest, or it's time for a rest. Okay, one is the verb, the other is the noun. Okay, and if you're using the noun, you need an article. I did a little recording about articles on the website this week. And Igor popped in, very sunny. Igor popped in and said, "Hello everyone, finally today is a sunny day in Italy. Yeah." "Hi, it's a sunny day in Egypt too. V, have a nice time." Oh, I think these are little smileys, are they? Okay. So, hi, one comma, Hanin said, "It's a sunny day in Egypt too, full stop, capital H, have a nice time, full stop." "Thanks," said Igor. And don't forget, Igor, even though it's just one word, capital T. "Hi, Igor, sunny day. Wow, in my town, rain a lot and strong wind from NW." So, I'd say, "Hi, Igor, a sunny day. Wow, full stop, or exclamation mark. In my town, it's raining a lot, comma, and there's a strong northwesterly wind." I presume NW means northwest. "Or there's a strong wind from the northwest." Okay. Where do you live?" asked Igor. "Maybe in Sardinia?" Okay, if you're making that a question, where do you live is fine. Then capital M, beginning of your next sentence. "Maybe in Sardinia," and you can make that a question just by adding a question mark. Marzi said, "Hi Igor, you were not here yesterday. Do you went skiing?" Okay. "Hi Igor, you were not here yesterday. Did you go skiing?" No, said Igor, because here was too cold. Too cold for skiing? Never. So no, capital N, comma, because it was too cold, full stop. Or because it was too cold here, if you want to be specific. But really, we know that you're not talking about where we are. We know you're talking about where you are. No need to be too obvious. Marty said, okay, well, you and Bruno are Italian, but you live in the different city. So, okay. And then you put a comma, so small w. Well, you and Bruno are Italian, comma, but you live in different cities. C-I-T-I-E-S. Yes, I suppose, said Igor. Full stop, Igor. I told Bruno about you, said Marzi. I hope you don't angry with me. So I hope you're not angry with me. No problem, said Igor, capital N. You're a good friend, Igor. I hope you be a lots of customer in the evening. So I hope you get lots of customers this evening. Igor said, however, now I am at work. I'm washing the dinner dishes. Okay, well, I hope they didn't have too many customers then. Igor, you can't washing the dishes and sending comments at the same time, can you? So, Igor, you can't wash the dishes and send comments at the same time, can you? Yes, I can, said Igor. This is a small restaurant and we have little customers. Oh, are they very small? No. I just got this idea of these very small customers running around. We have few customers, okay? Countable. Number of customers, few. Sometimes I wash the dishes, sometimes I write to PC. Sometimes I wash the dishes, sometimes I write on the PC. And do you live there alone? Asked Marzi. No, I'm married, said Igor. Capital N for no. Well, you are a happy couple, said Marzi. Living in the mountain makes you health and energetic. Okay, living in the mountains makes you healthy and energetic. If you say living in the mountain, it sounds like they're living in a cave in the mountain. Living in the mountains could be a village in the mountains, okay? Yes, I'm lucky man, said Igor. You need an article. So yes, capital Y, I'm a lucky man. Congratulations, Igor, said Marzi. We always say congratulations, plural, Marzi. Don't ask me why, we just do. Thanks, said Igor. I'm happy, but at this time I have no money. It's not important, Igor. You can get it if you want, said Marzi. Marzi, tell me how. I try. I'm not sure what you were trying to say there. I try is fine. Just full stop after each one. And then I think you meant he, H-E-H-E, rather than Don't worry and try more and more, said Marzi. Gosh, if it was that easy, Marzi, we'd all be doing it. Thanks for the advice, said Igor. Now I'm going home. Maybe I'll see you in the afternoon. Bye. And what you could say there, Igor, is maybe I'll see you this afternoon. Have a good day, said Marzi. You too, Matzi. Marzi. And thanks to speak with me. Okay, and thanks for speaking with me. Thanks for doing something. Yeah. It's really good when I speak with you, said Marzi. Thanks, said Igor. Capital T. And Marzi also said, if it's lunchtime there, as Bruno said, you can have lunch, Igor. So if it's lunchtime there, as Bruno said, comma, okay. Bruno replied to Marzi and said, yes, I'm living in Sardinia. I'm loving snow, but in my town, rarely snowing. So I love the snow, but in my town, it rarely snows. I like rain and snow too, said Marzi. I live in the east of Iran, and here it's very low, like Sardinia. I'm not sure what you mean by low. Maybe it's low-lying. Is that what you meant? Yeah, it's very low-lying. What weather it's in Iran today? Okay, what is the weather, W-E-A-T-H-E-R, like in Iran today? Marzi said, now it's sunny, but it's very cool. Bruno, Igor has a restaurant in the Turin, and you can go there in the weekend, said Marzi as well. So, Bruno, comma, Igor has a restaurant in Turin, comma, and you can go there at the weekend, or on the weekend if you're American, but not in, okay? You can say during the weekend or over the weekend. Prepositions, don't you just love them? Then Bruno said, Turin, beautiful city. So Turin, and then not ... but a comma, a beautiful city, full stop. Hi Bruno, you disappeared suddenly, said Marzi. And Igor then said to Bruno, yes, it's not so bad, but I prefer to live in the mountains. And yes, it's not so bad, comma, but I prefer to live in the mountains. And Marzi then said to Bruno, yes, Igor told me about Turin. Igor replied to Marzi, I live near to Turin in a small village in mountain. Again, in a small village in the mountains. Okay? Marzi said to Igor, I always like to live in a village on the mountain, so you are fortunate, I think. So, I've always wanted to live in a village in the mountains, comma, so you are fortunate, I think. Yes, I am, said Igor. It's nice when somebody reminds you that you are. Have a good day, Igor, said Marzi. And Igor said, well, Marzi, M-A-R-Z-I. Sardinia is not near to Piedmont. Okay. Sardinia is not near Piedmont, full stop. Bruno said, yes, it's not near, but has an important historical bond. Oh, nice. I think you meant historical bond, but I got you. So it's IT''S, short for it is. It's not near, but it has an important historical bond. Marzi said to Igor, it's not important, so small I on important, full stop, then space. I'm sure Bruno can come there one day. I'm sure Bruno can visit one day. Igor said, I like Sardinia and its wonderful beaches. Oh, don't talk about wonderful beaches. And Bruno said, actually, we have only the beaches. Oh, dear. Okay, actually, comma, we only have the beaches, full stop. Yeah, but it's more than we've got, Bruno, so enjoy it. And then we had a couple of highs and hellos. So we'll skip those, and the next sort of conversation was started by Bixi. Bixi said, hello everyone, my name is Biljana and I'm from Serbia. So capital H for your hello, otherwise that was fine. I want to improve my English, capital E. Is it possible to do it on this site? What do you think? Well, yes, but not if you just look at the site, okay? I know a lot of people do that. They just come along and look at it. And you can learn a lot. We've got grammar pages and vocabulary pages and all sorts. But if you really want to make progress, interaction, get involved, engage. Okay? Zeb said, I think that's a great idea. How do you do? Nice to meet you, said Bixi. Where are you from? From Europe, like you, said Zeb, but further west. I'm from France. And Marzi replied to Zeb, if you try, you will succeed. So I'm not sure. Zeb replied, if I try what? It can't be using my English, I'm already doing it. You're right, said Marzi, and you did it and succeed. Okay, you're right, which is Y-O-U''RE, short for you are. And you did do it, and you succeeded, is what you wanted to say, Marzi. I wanted to send a comment for Bixi. Okay. Zeb then said, when will you consider that you have succeeded, Marzi? And Marzi said, if I have got your message right, when I can to write correct and speak fluently and learn more grammar, I'm a successful person about learning English. So, if I've got your message right, and then I'd put a comma, when I can write correctly and speak fluently, and when I've learnt more grammar, I'll consider myself a success in learning English. How will you know that you've succeeded? Asked Zeb. In my case, I was over the moon when I realised that I was not any more afraid of using my English. Okay, in my case, comma, I was over the moon when I realised that I wasn't afraid of using my English anymore. Okay, there was a little bit of French grammar crept in there, didn't it? It had nothing to do with being fluent and proficient, though. Exactly, it had more to do with having fun, didn't it? Marzi said, I think I can every day a new thing about English in the all of my age. Exactly. I always say to students, well, here you are. We're going to be together for a very long time, but you're not in a hurry, are you? So, what you wanted to say there, Marzi, I think is, I think I can learn a new thing about English every day for the rest of my life. There's no limitation in the languages, and it may add the new words sometimes. Oh, all the time. Thousands every year, I'm afraid. So, there's no limitation to languages, and new words may be added sometimes. I have a long way for learning, but it's important to enjoy of this way. Yeah, that's, as I say, you're in for a long haul, you might as well enjoy it. So I have a long way to go to learn, comma, but it's important to enjoy yourself along the way. What made you choose English and not Spanish, for example? Asked Zeb. Marcy said, I always liked English in school, in the school. Okay, you'd say in school, not in the school, because we don't know what school you're talking about. So, I always liked English in school. I like to learn other languages too, but it's really hard, and you know that English is the international language. Yes. So, you could say, I would like to learn other languages too, comma, but it's really hard, and you know English is the international language. Zeb said, yes, it seems like we have no other choice but include at least English on top of our native language. Okay, so yes, capital Y. It seems like we have no other choice but to include English on top of our language list. Is that what you meant? I'll leave you here, Marzi. I now need to focus on some work activity. Yeah, get back to work, Zeb. So Marzi said, okay, I know you have to practice Spanish too. Actually, said Zeb, I have to work too, like most of us. Yes, we have to do our other works. Okay, work is always uncountable unless you're doing good works, which is a totally different aspect of work, okay? So we all have to work, okay? And we have to do our other work. Homework, housework, it's all uncountable. Elsam replied to Bixie and said, hi, I want to learn with you, if it possible, please. So, hi, I want to learn with you, comma, and then small I, because it's not a new sentence, if it's possible, comma, please, full stop. Of course, where are you from? Asked Bixie. Eslam said, do you have a Skype account? Unfortunately, I don't, said Bixie. What do you do for a living? Eslam said, I work at Raya, study English to improve it, leadership skills, watch movies, gym, PlayStation. I think that's all. So how about you? Okay, I work at Raya. Okay, I don't know where that is, but full stop. I'm studying English to improve it, small I. And then I'm not sure where the leadership skills come in. So maybe you mean I work at Raya using my leadership skills, full stop. I'm studying English to improve it. I watch movies, go to the gym, and play games on the PlayStation, full stop. I think that's all, full stop. So how about you? Y-O-U, question mark, straight after the U in you. I'm from Egypt as well, Eslam said. So small f, not capital F. Full stop. And you're using so a lot. No need to. Just where are you from? Question mark straight after the M in from. Bixie said, I'm from Serbia, from Belgrade. Full stop, Bixie. Okay. And don't forget, Eslam, you could have seen that in Bixie's earlier post. He did introduce himself so nicely. Okay. So always have a little scan for other people, what they've already said, so you can just get on with asking other questions and getting to know each other, okay? Then Di came along and said, hi guys, Di, full stop. Neha said, hey. Hey is again, it's a little bit like, hey you, watch out. So hi or hello, and then a full stop. How are you, asked Di. Question mark after your question, Di. Neha said, I'm fine, and you? And then also said, I'm good, but your I'm fine and you was better, okay? And Zeb said, hi. Then, let's see, oh yes, girl pupil came along and said, hey, I would like to talk to someone who can correct me when I write wrong. Okay, so I'll start with hey. Everybody's saying hey, it's really not the way you greet somebody in the street, is it? You can go, hey, unless you, like, watch out, oi you, stop. Thief, stole my handbag, hey! So, hi or hello is better. I'd like to talk with someone or talk to someone who can correct me when I write anything wrong or when I make mistakes, basically. Because if you're talking to somebody, well, you won't be writing, will you? Anyhow, Marzi said, girl pupil, you can send your messages and there are many people here to help us. Okay, thank you, said girl pupil. And thank you again. Neha said, hey. Oh, Neha, you and girl pupil could get together and go, hey, 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 hey. Horses eat hay, as my mother would say. Hi, Neha, said girl pupil. And, that seems to be about it. Oh, no, there you go. Zeb also said, correcting messages, the weekly recording does it for us. And great, said girl pupil. So I hope that helps, girl pupil. Then we had a couple of add me on Skype, which, it's okay, but it's not really going to start a conversation here, so we'll skip along. And it looks like we've got a nice conversation coming up with Igor and Zeb and Marzi. So Igor said, hello everyone, how are you? Today is another sunny day in northwest Italy. Talk about rubbing it in, Igor. I'd like to talk about football. Oh, would you? Okay. Do you like football? I'm happy because my team, Juventus, 2 days ago won the Champions League match against Borussia Dortmund. Okay, I'm happy because my team, Juventus, won the Champions League match against Borussia Dortmund 2 days ago. Okay. Do you often go to watch a match live? Asked Zeb. Unfortunately, no, said Igor. The tickets for the matches are expensive and often unavailable. Yes. If you haven't got season tickets, which are really expensive for some of these teams, you've got no chance of getting into the game. I've no doubt about the Champions Leagues or the Euro, but what about the Coppa Italia? By the way, are you also interested in women's football? Hey, it's a lot cheaper. I don't know about I have no doubt about the Champions League or the Euro. Euro, remember, is the currency. I think you mean European Championships. So you need to put a bit of information to say, I've no doubt that's true for the Champions League or the European Championships. But what about the Coppa Italia? Okay. Igor then said, Juventus Stadium is new and is the only and first in Italy to be owned. Do you mean to be privately owned? Is that right? Oh, gosh. Okay. So many people want to go see it, so the available tickets are rare. Okay. So many people want to go and see it, ticket availability is restricted. Okay. There's also the Juventus Museum inside. I don't follow the women's football. Okay, not I don't follow women's football because women's football is football in general. Okay. We often don't use articles when we're talking about sport, by the way. Sometimes I watch the National Rugby Union team. Okay. Marzi replied to Zeb, I rarely watch football, but I like some teams like Juventus and Borussia Dortmund. Oh, you put Borussia. You need IA, not AI at the end of that. Borussia Dortmund too. So I'm not happy or sad. That's the best way to be, really. Just enjoy a good game of football. Watch out for too many exclamation marks. Do you play football? Asked Igor. I don't play football, said Marzi, but sometimes I like to watch it. How about you? So I don't play football, but sometimes I like to watch it. How about you? Zeb asked Marzi, do you invite some friends around to watch a match all together? You don't need to say all together, just together. Do you invite some friends around to watch a match? That would be enough. Keep it short and simple. Never, said Marzi. Oh, I invite my friends for half the tea party without TV. Okay, I invite my friends for tea parties, without the TV. Okay, or I like to invite my friends round for tea and I switch the TV off. A tea party, asked Zeb. What do you do during a tea party except drink tea? Well, said Marzi, we speak and speak and speak. It's not only tea, sometimes wit chocolate, sometimes sweets or cookies. Okay. It's not only tea, sometimes we have chocolate, sometimes sweets or cookies. We speak about everything that happened many years ago and what that may happen in many years later. Okay. We speak about everything that happened many years ago and what may happen in years to come. We only laugh and remember good memories. Okay, we only laugh and remember the good times. I usually do the same, said Zeb, but on a Friday after work and around a beer in a cafe. I'm not a tea drinker. Well, said Marzi, in Iran we can't drink beer or wine or alcoholic potables. What's a potable? Just put or alcohol. In fact, you could just say, well, in Iran, we can't drink alcohol, okay? Here, people mostly drink tea or coffee or kinds of juice, or different kinds of juice. Or fresh juice, you could say. Alcoholic potables, are you sure? Asked Zeb. Yeah, I wasn't sure about that either. Maybe you meant alcoholic beverages or drinks. Yes, I think so. Just alcohol, it covers the lot. I don't drink alcohol. No, thank you, I don't drink alcohol. So, yes, different cultures, different habits. In France, we like our wine and enjoy beers for socialising. Aperitif time is important here. Yes, said Marzi, I mean drinks that make by alcohol. Okay. Yes, I mean drinks that include alcohol. Okay. Igor replied to Marzi and said, I play football every Tuesday evening. I play indoors in a gym 5 against 5. We call that 5-a-side, okay? In the summer, sometimes even playing on a grass football field. Okay, in the summer, we sometimes play on a grass football pitch. We tend to say a football pitch, P-I-T-C-H. Football fields tends to smack of American-style football, okay? Zeb replied to Igor, in France there's a new trend, it's called bubble football. It's the same as indoor football, but players are inside a giant plastic bubble. Have you heard of it? That sounds like my kind of football, because I've played 5-a-side and it's vicious. It's vicious. Yes, I saw it on TV, said Igor. I'd like to try it. Me too, said Zeb. I can't wait for my brother to tell me about it. Must be good fun. Does your brother has tried it? Okay. Has your brother tried it, Igor? Okay. Has he tried it? asked Zeb. I don't know. I haven't been in touch with him since he told me about it. Okay. I haven't been in touch with him since he told me about it. But his colleagues and him were ready to give it a go. Okay, but his colleagues and he were ready to give it a go. His colleagues were ready to give it a go, and he was ready to give it a go. Okay, his colleagues and he. Marzi replied to Igor and said, so you are a fan of Juventus? And Igor said, yes, I grew up near the stadium where Juventus played for years, of course, in Turin. Is Juventus play in Turin or Rome? So, do Juventus play in Turin or Rome? Juventus plays at home in Turin, said Igor, as Roma plays at home in Rome. And Italy have 2 teams that play in Milan, right? I already followed them. So, and Italy has, because it's the country, it has 2 teams that play in Milan, right? So, comma after Milan. I have followed them, or I have watched them. Yes, it is right. Okay, not yes it, yes that is right. So it's sort of that you just said. In Milan there are 2 teams, AC Milan and Internazionale, Inter for short. I like more AC Milan, said Marzi. In the recent years, Italian teams aren't good in the Europe leagues, not? Ooh, that's fighting talk, you know. So, I like AC Milan more. In recent years, Italian teams haven't done that well in the European leagues, comma, have they? Exactly, said Igor. The Italian teams suck in European competitions lately. So, the Italian teams have sucked in European competitions lately. Marzi then said, what do you think about winner this year? FC Bayern Munich is victor again. So, what do you think about the winner this year? And then a space after the question mark. FC Bayern, that's B-A-Y-E-R-N, Munich, are the victors again. I don't know, said Igor. Juventus doesn't win the cup, definitely. Okay, Juventus won't win the cup, comma, definitely. Or Juventus definitely won't win the cup. I bet on Barcelona or Real Madrid. But I think Bayern will get the cup again. I hate Barcelona. So Bayern, B-A-Y-E-R-N. Bayern Munich, well done Igor. So have a look at how Igor spelt it, Marzi. Has excellent chances to win the cup. Okay. Bayern Munich has an excellent chance of winning the cup. Yeah. Yes, I think it's right, said Marzi. What is your favourite football players? Okay, players, plural. Who, not what. What is always for things. That can be things or people. And who is for people. So, who are, plural, your favourite football players? Marzi said, I don't like them because they get a lot of money, but there are many people who are doing hard work every day and have many problems. Oh, yeah, but it's not their fault, is it? I mean, I don't like the money they get, but if I was offered that kind of money, I wouldn't say no, just for kicking a little ball around. So I don't mind that they get paid a lot. I just wish everyone else got paid more. So I don't like them, comma, because they get paid a lot of money, comma, but there are many people who work hard every day, comma, and have many problems. Anyway, that's one word, anyway. I liked Alexandra Del Piero. I'm not sure about spell. I'm not sure about the spelling, okay? And Del Piero would be spelt with a capital D, then a space, then your opening bracket, then the I straight in the opening bracket. I'm not sure about the spelling, close bracket, comma, who played for Juventus many years ago. What do you think and who's your favourite player? I agree with you, said Igor. Football players are paid too much. Alexander Alex Del Piero maybe now plays in India. He was a star player, but now he is at the end of his career. Okay, what you could say is, I think Alexander Alex Del Piero plays in India now. He was a star player, but now he's at the end of his career. Now I have to go to work. We see you later. Okay, now, capital N, I have to go to work, full stop, and then capital S, see you later, full stop. And Marzi replied, let's just see, scroll down a bit. India? Really? Have a nice day, Igor. Don't forget your full stop after Igor. And Igor replied, couldn't stop there. Alex has played in Australia for 2 years. Then, if I mistake not, he now plays in India. Okay. Alex played in Alex played in Australia for 2 years. You can't say has played because you don't think he's there anymore. So Alex played in Australia for 2 years. Then, if I'm not mistaken, he now plays in India. It's wonderful, said Marzi. He was a good player who I like him. Okay, he was a good player whom I liked. He is a football legend, said Igor. Yes, who is your favourite player, Igor? And I guess we'll have to wait for that reply. And then the next conversation was started by Ahmed. And Ahmed said, hi guys, I missed you a lot. I was very sick these days, and in the meantime, I had some exams, so it wasn't too easy for me. How about you guys? So, hi guys, I missed you a lot. That's very good. I have been very sick. Okay. Full stop. And then I had some exams, so it, small I, wasn't easy for me to come here. Okay, how about you guys? Hope you're feeling better, Emed. Neha said, hi Emed, how are you? Capital H, and then how are you? Capital H. Okay, I'm fine now, thanks. What about you? Said Emed. Me also good. Okay, I'm fine too. Okay. Zeb said, nice to see you again, Emed. So far, I have been able to face winter without any of the usual disagreements like runny nose, sore throats, dried lips, etc. Sore throats? How many throats have you got? Okay. I would say like runny nose, singular, sore throat, singular, dried lips, plural, because you've got two of them, upper lip but lower lip. I'm very unpleasant when I'm ill, especially if I have to stay in bed to recover. Were you bedridden during these sick days? Asked Zeb. Good, Zeb, said Ahmed. I hate the runny nose. It's embarrassing. Well, I don't mind if I stay in bed during my sick days, but you know with the exams, I forced myself to go to university, just passing them and return home. Well, today I feel good. Okay. Glad to hear it, Zeb, is what I'd say about her saying she's not been ill. Glad to hear it, Zeb. I hate having a runny nose, comma, it's embarrassing, full stop. Then capital W. Well, I don't mind if I have to stay in bed whilst I'm sick, comma, okay, and don't forget capital I. But, you know, with the exams, I forced myself to go to university just to pass them and then returned home. But today, I feel good. Nice to hear that you're feeling better, said Zeb. It's still the weekend, so no need to think of school. Ahmed said, yes, it's time to watch my series Better Call Saul and House of Cards. Ah, okay. Better Call Saul, isn't it? Yeah, that's a spin-off from Breaking Bad and House of Cards. Not seen either of them. Missing out there. Anyway, full stop. Do you watch some movies series? Okay. Do you watch any movies/series? And your question mark straight after the S. Not really, said Zeb, but every week I watch a series called Español en el Mundo. It's about Spanish people talking about their experience living as expats all around the world. So about, A-B-O-U-T. The last programme was about Spaniards living in Cuzco, Peru. The next one will be about Brisbane, Australia. So, you watch this to practice Spanish, or the series is very good? Asked Ahmed. So, comma, do you watch this to practice your Spanish, capital S, comma, or is the series, S-E-R, or are the series, S-E-R-I-E-S? No, it's the one series, isn't it? So, or is the series very good? And question mark straight after the D. Yes, said Emed. Yes, said Zeb. It gives me the opportunity to tune my ear to different Spanish accents, but I also like the series. It gives me an idea what it's like living in different parts of the world. And Emed replied, oh, that's cool, enjoy it, Zeb. Actually, said Zeb, it helps me figure out if there would be a place I'd love to live beside France. Can you imagine yourself living in another country? Yes, said Emed, one day I imagine myself living in France, another in España, that's Spain, S-P-A-I-N, and another in Canada, and then you've got Brittany. So is there a Brittany in Canada? There could well be, but there's also a Brittany in France. So I'm not sure which Brittany you mean. Or maybe you meant Britain, B-R-I-T-A-I-N. If you did, you're geographically challenged, a little bit like me. Okay, so I think maybe thinking about it, you meant Britain, B-R-I-T-A-I-N. And then you can use the three dots, ... And I hope, capital I, I'll, capital I, live in one of them, live in of them one day. So live in one of them one day. And then full stop. Brittany in France. Why Brittany? Actually, here we go. I mean England. Well, do you know Liverpool FC is a team in England, and I've been a fan for maybe 15 years, and I've got too many English friends in social networks, and that's what made me love more the country and hoping one day I visit it. Okay. So actually I meant England. Okay. Well, do you know Liverpool FC is a team in England, comma, and I've been, capital I, a fan, not a fun, a fan, F-A-N, for maybe 15 years. And then I just put full stop. I've, capital I, got many English friends in social networks, comma, and that's what made me fall in love with the country. And I hope one day I'll be able to visit it. About France, as I suppose you know that here in Tunisia, French is our second country, so obviously it's our first destination if we got to Europe. Okay, about France, comma, as I suppose, capital I, you know, here in Tunisia, French is our second language, okay, comma, so obviously it's our first choice of destination if we go to Europe. Will you please correct me if I make a mistake? So will, capital W, you please, P-L-E-A-S-E, correct me if I make any mistakes. Capital I for I, pronoun, personal pronoun, okay? And your question mark straight after the E in mistake. One day, yes, you will visit it, said Zeb, because as a football fan, the UK is definitely a place to experience. You will have to sing, though. Their football chants are famous, aren't they? Ahmed said, yes, especially the legendary anthem of Liverpool, You'll Never Work Alone. You'll Never Walk Alone. Don't know where I got that one. Oh, I think there's a spoof out there that's called You'll Never Work Again or something. I don't know. But anyway, You'll Never Walk Alone. Do you know it? No, actually, said Zeb, I suck at football, but you should talk with Igor and Marzi. Both seem to love it. I think Igor plays regularly too. Well, I'll stop chatting for today. See you next time, guys. Okay then, see you, Zeb, said Emed. Marzi said to Emed, why, what's your ill? Are you student? I'm fine, Emed. So, why? What was wrong with you, rather than what's your ill? It's like, what's your job? No, what was wrong with you? And are you a student? Okay, you need the article. And I'm fine, Emed. I had throat infection, and yes, I'm a student at the University of Network Telecommunication 1 Master. Oh, I'm not sure what that is. So I had a throat infection, full stop. I'm a student, capital I, at the University of Network Telecommunications. And I think maybe you meant I'm studying for my Masters. Good to see you, Marzi. Me too, said Marzi. Imed, you have to be careful about your health, especially now that you have exam. Okay. Imed, you have to be careful about your health, especially now that you have exams. Yes, thank you, Marzi. So yes, comma, thank you, Marzi. Full stop. BTW, by the way, how's the weather in Iran? Capital H. It's really cool, said Marzi. Somewhere is rainy, somewhere snowy, and somewhere sunny. And how is it in Tunisia? Okay, I'm not sure. Is that cool as in the temperature, or cool as in, yeah, cool man? Somewhere it's rainy, somewhere it's snowy, and somewhere sunny. Well, I'm sure you could say that of most of the world. Do you mean sometimes? Sometimes it's raining, sometimes it's snowy, and sometimes sunny. I'm not sure what you meant there. Anyway, same here, Marcy, except sunny. Oh, you got snow and rain. Oh, that's not fair. Okay, I saw Tunisia got really nice weather. Full stop. Okay, have a good day, Imed, said Marcy. Then Green Surfer came along and said, "Good evening, I'm from Sicily and I can't stand the bad weather during these days. What about the weather in your country?" Okay, not during these days. I can't stand the bad weather these days. Or I can't stand the weather these days and we'll assume it's bad, okay? Zeb said, which raises the question, what do you call bad weather when you live in an island in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea? Okay, we always say on an island. In the mountains, but on an island. I presume because we presume that the island is flat, so it's a surface, so you're on an island. Okay, in Paris we've had rain and windy days with a few spells of sunshine that never last long. Green Surfer said, "Zeb, maybe you don't know we had a lot of critical ambiental diseases. People who live on an isle in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea are not used to this weather with snow and strong wind. Correct mistakes, please." Yes, I'm not sure what's an ambiental disease. Anyhow, Zeb asked, have you got examples of these environmental diseases? Okay, so Zeb said, Green Surfer, "I don't know exactly the right words for these environmental diseases, thank you very much. I'll look them up in the dictionary and I'll write them down. A good way to learn new words." Absolutely. Learn words that are relevant to what you want to talk about, okay? Zeb then said, "Once you've found them, come back and keep the conversation going. It'll help you memorise them and I'll learn new things about Sicily." Indeed. So we're still not sure what they are, but whatever they are, Green Surfer, I hope that they've left you alone, okay? Anyhow, Sarah came back and Sarah said, "The best way for learning English is watching film and listening with memorising a lot ode vocabs, so with the best wishes for all." Okay, I don't think there's any one best way, Sarah, but maybe the best way for me, you could have said. The best way for me to learn English is watching films, plural, and listening with memorising. Okay, and listening to and memorising a lot of OF vocabulary. Full stop. Best wishes for all. Full stop. Vixie said, "Hello Sarah, I'm Biljana. I'm from Serbia. Where are you from?" So where is WHERE. "I agree with you concerning learning English by watching films." "Hi Biljana," said Sarah. "I'm from Iran." So capital H hi, Biljana capital B, I capital I, Iran capital I. Okay, and watch those little dots. They're nonsense. They don't exist. So hi, comma, hi Biljana, comma, I am from Iran, one full stop. Neha said, "Hi Sarah, watching English films can improve your English, but memorising it will not help you. You have to practice. Yeah, you have to practice in different situations." And so, hi Sarah, capital S, it's her name, comma, watching English, capital E, films can improve your English, capital E, comma, but memorising it or them will not help you. Memorising a lot of vocabs is useful, nah? Okay. Sarah, memorising, capital M, a lot, 2 words, A space LOT, of vocabulary. Can't have vocabs because vocabulary is countless, okay? It's uncountable. Is useful, 1 L at the end. And then I think you wanted to make a tag question. We were talking about those in Second Life today. So then you need a comma, isn't it? Question mark. Zeb said, "I fear that words I don't use don't remain in my memory for long." That's it, exactly. Use it or lose it. "You can remind if you speak regularly," said Sarah to Zeb. "You, capital Y-O-U, can remember, comma, if you, Y-O-U, speak regularly, full stop." "That's more my thing," said Zeb. "Interacting with others is what works best for me to learn and remember words and expressions." "Great," said Sarah, "but read story is better, just a recommendation." So great, capital G, comma, but reading stories is better, full stop. Just, capital J, a recommendation, and that's should be RECOMMENDATION. Better I don't know, said Zeb. Oh, okay. Better I don't know written like that would mean it's better that I'm not told this. So I think you meant better, comma, I don't know. I would say different and complimentary. Thanks for the recommendation. Welcome with the best wishes, said Sarah. So you're Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. Welcome, full stop, best wishes, capital B, and then a full stop. Ajar said, hello Neha, both are right, by the way, what's your profession? Okay, maybe you meant to say you're both correct. Full stop, by the way, comma, what's your, Y-O-U-R, profession, full stop. I come here sometime, could you message me on my Hangout? Okay. Ah, dear. I sometimes come here, but you could message me on my Hangout, blah, blah, okay? Greed Surfer said, do you think watching films in English I can improve my English skills? Okay, I think you went to say, Greed Surfer, do you think that by watching films in English I can improve my English skills? Or maybe you meant, do you think watching films in English can improve my English skills? Okay, I have a lot of problems with speaking as a small s. I know it's a big problem, but it is still only a small s, comma, and I think I need to speak, but it's difficult to have a chat with someone who speaks English very well. How can I do? Okay, how can I do that? Why don't you speak with people who are learning too to get you started? Asked Zeb. It would be great, said Green Surfer. Have a look at the LEN forum, said Zeb. If you interact with people and participate in different discussions there, you'll have the possibility to join voice sessions run by the network. Sarah replied to Green Surfer and said, for speaking English, you should know a lot of words, dear. Okay. To speak English, capital T, capital E for English, you need to know a lot, that's A space L-O-T, of words, dear. I still got a problem with dear. Maybe I'm just too stuck up because I'm English. I don't know. Full stop. Sarah, I know that, and that's why I'm going to read a lot and write down all the new words. Oh, you're going to be doing a lot of writing, Green Surfer. Use the words that you're learning. That's the important thing. So, Sarah, comma, I know that, comma, and that's why I'm going to read a lot and write down all the new words. Well done for spelling a lot correctly, Green Surfer. Use them too, said Seb. Otherwise, you're just going to create a dictionary. So, happy for you. Good luck. Good luck, said Sarah. I'm, capital I, apostrophe M, so happy for you, Y-O-U, full stop. Good, capital G, luck, L-U-C-K, full stop. 3 to 4 year olds don't know many words and they can communicate quite well, don't you think? Said Seb. So, 3 to 4 year olds don't know many words, and then I'd put comma, but they can communicate quite well, don't you think? And Zeb also said, what films helped you to develop your English and learn more vocab? Every film that is in English language just for listening. Okay, every, capital E, film in English, or every film that's in the English language, capital E again, comma, just for listening, full stop. And Zeb asked, do you watch them more than once and with and without English subtitles? So don't forget, do you watch them more than once? Then capital W, with and without English subtitles. Sarah said no, because I understand at once. Okay, capital N, no, comma, because I, capital I, understand everything first time, comma, depend on how many words you know. So it depends on how many words you know, Y-O-U. Your listening skills must be excellent, said Zeb. Sure, because I saw a low of films and musics. Okay, sure, capital S, comma, because I have watched a lot, A space L-O-T, of films, and I think you either mean and listened to lots of music or and musicals. I'm not sure what you mean. You've seen a lot of films, said Zeb. The good thing is that you seem to know what works for you. Keep up the good job. Igor said, I do not know English well, so I often watch cartoons. Films such as Shrek, Ice Age and others with English subtitles. Their conversations are more understandable. I love cartoons, Igor. Igor. I still say Igor or Igor. You'll have to tell me in one of the voice sessions which I should be saying. Marzi said, I listen more news than films, but there are many words that I can't understand them. Okay, I listen more to news than films, or I listen to more news than films, comma, but there are many words that I can't understand, full stop. I have to learn more words. Zeb said to Marzi and Igor, Marzi, have you ever tried to transcribe short animations, documentaries or movies? This activity is what really helped me with my listening skills. Just watching, I tend to rely too much on the images to understand what's going on. Marzi said, I know, Zeb, but when I don't understand a word, I become angry and think I know anything about English. Okay, when I don't understand a word, I get angry and start thinking I don't know anything about English. What do I have to do? I'd say, what should I do? I usually do this activity, Marzi, said Zeb, with short videos I already have the transcript of. It's a good way, said Marzi. I used it when I went to class. Good. Excellent. Nice conversation, guys. Well done. Okay, then the next, I'm going to read this out because it's funny. Okay. Akram came along and said, anybody here? So Akram, capital A, one word, anybody, it's one word. And your question mark should come straight after the E in here. Hi, Akram, said Marzi. Akram should be with a capital A, Marzi. How are you, Marzi? Said Akram. And the question mark again straight after the I. Thanks a lot, said Marzi. Are you English learner too? So are you an English learner too? Yes, said Akram, capital Y. Well, now you can start to speak about a topic, said Marzi. I want to ask a question. Where are you from? So I want to ask a question, comma, where are you from? Hi, said Akram. Hi again, said Marzi. Hi, said Akram. Akram, hi, said Marzi. Hey, Marzi, welcome to my world. It does get to you, I know. Try not to shout. Okay, the next conversation was started by Jojo, who said, how are you, everyone? You could say, how, capital H, by the way, is everyone? How is everyone? Marzi said, hi, thanks, Jojo. Okay, normally you'd say something like, I'm fine, thanks, because it's like, I'm fine, thanks for asking. Thanks without saying I'm fine, or I'm great, or I'm wonderful, I'm fantastic. It kind of is a bit meaningless, Marzi. So, hi, I'm fine, thanks. Okay? Haven't you forgotten fine in your answer? Asked Zeb. Zeb, do you mean I always say fine? I have anyway. It's a repetitive question, not it is, but it's one of those things you have to put up with in forums. So, Zeb, do you mean I always say fine? I do anyway. It's a repetitive question, comma, isn't it? These tag questions. Look in the grammar section. There's a whole section on tag questions. Zeb said, as you said nothing but thanks to Jojo's how are you, I thought you forgot to answer the question. Then I used the most popular answer, fine. By the way, how are you doing with Nowruz preparation? Thanks for it, said Marzi. So, thanks for asking, or thanks for the information, something. Thanks for it? Thanks for what? Okay. And about the new year, Nowruz, in Iran, we started to clean our house many days ago. It's our tradition. People are preparing to celebrate New Year. Do you hear about Haftzin? Okay. After the comma, after New Year, you need a space, Nowruz, then a full stop, then capital I. In Iran, we started to clean our house many days ago. It's traditional. It's our tradition is okay. By the way, did you know spring cleaning has started all over Europe as well? Because as soon as the sunshine comes through the house windows, all the windows look streaky and dirty, and you see all the dust on the furniture. So everybody gets their dusters out and the hoovers and the polish and the dishcloths and everything gets a spring clean. So people are preparing to celebrate the new year. Have you heard about Haftzin? Zeb said, is it the same as the 7S? I don't remember what are these 7 things starting with an S, but they are important symbols, aren't they? Actually, said Marzi, it's an important traditional. Okay, actually, small I, it's an important tradition. Okay, full stop. There are 7 things that start with S. Okay, there are 7 things that start with an S. Sabsa means wheat that's growing. Okay, sabsa means wheat that is growing, or sabsa means growing wheat. Siba means apple. Sir means garlic. Samanu, you need the space after the comma after garlic. Samanu means a kind of sweets that makes with wheat. Okay, samanu means a kind of sweet that is made with wheat. Sirka means pickle. Samag means divvy or ailanthus, I think. Senjed means service. Sonbol means hyacinth. We usually have small red fish and our book, Quran or Hafiz too. But it's important that all of S have to be natural. Okay, we usually have a small red fish and our book, the Quran, or Hafiz too, comma, but it's important that all of the S's have to be natural. Thanks, Marie, said Zeb. You're refreshing my memory. If I remember correctly, you will also have to buy brand new clothes, won't you? Okay, and Jojo replied to Marzi and said, you're welcome, and Zeb corrected Jojo with YOU''RE, welcome, short for you are welcome, exactly. Igor said, hi Jojo, I'm okay, how are you? Marzi said, Igor, me and you answered Jojo at the same time. So usually we say you and I, yeah? I answered Jojo at the same time, you answered Jojo at the same time. So Igor, comma, you and I answered Jojo, capital J for Jojo, at the same time. I see, said Igor. Okay, then Zahir started a conversation. Hi everyone, how are you? So hi everyone, and you could put a full stop there. How are you? Hi Zahir, how are you? Said Igor. Zahir said, I'm not so good as I can't understand fully here. How can I take part here? However, how are you, Igor? Okay, no need to get confused. Just go with the flow, okay? You could, instead of saying I'm not so good, just say I'm a bit confused. I can't understand everything here. How can I take part? Well, you just did. Okay. How are you, Igor? I'm fine, thanks, said Igor. Okay, I'm new too. You write something when you have time and maybe someone will answer you. Exactly. I mean, that's basic conversation. So, I'm new to full stop, then capital Y. You write something when you have time and maybe someone will answer you. I couldn't have put it better myself, Igor. Thanks for response, but it is not organised here. There you go. Thanks for your response, but it is not organised. You mean it's not organised the way you want it to be, Zahir? Zeb said, something structured and organised? Have a look at the forum. Yeah, exactly. Zahir said, thanks, Zeb, for response. I like the link that you give here, but I told that about chat text box window. Okay. Thanks for the response. I like the link that you gave me, comma, but I said that about the chat text box window. Text chatting is like a conversation in a pub, said Seb. It can't be organised. It's the reason why I like it here. It's noisy and you can jump on any conversations, but everyone to their taste. Sometimes there's a moderator here, said Igor. He speaks English very well. I'm still learning. Your written English is pretty good too, Igor, said Zeb. Igor said, thank you very much. I'm only 27 lesson of English course. I hope to improve. Okay, thank you very much. I'm only on lesson 27 of the English course. I hope to improve. I did the lessons too, said Zeb, when I decided to go back to English years ago. From them, I expanded my wings and feel very happy to where I got to. Igor said, I will take you as an example and a model. Well, you could do a lot worse, Igor. See, I'm saying Igor again, and then I say Igor. I don't get it. I've got a problem with your name, Igor. Then you'll have to go into speaking too, said Zeb, and attend some of the voice sessions. Yes, Zeb did a lot of the voice sessions with us, especially the Friday one, the messy one. Igor said, I'll try it. Now I have to go to work. See you later. So I'll try it, full stop. Your next part of the conversation is capital N, because it's a new sentence. See you, said Zeb. Is this your first time here? Asked Zahir to Igor. No, I write here a couple of days. Okay. No, I've been writing here for a couple of days. Here I have known people with whom I write every day. Okay, here I have got to know people with whom I write every day. Do you know how I can join in LEN radio session? Asked Zahir. Okay, do you know how I can join the LEN radio session? I don't know, said Igor. Zahir, Igor, if you want to join Saturday LEN radio session, said Zib, Aladdin usually posts the Google Hangout link here or on the forum when it's about to start. Thanks, said Igor. Unfortunately, I do not know exactly what you're talking about. I think I'll go see the link. How about today's session? Asked Zahir. Has this session finished? Zeb said, Zahir, the radio show usually starts between 9:15 Berlin time on Saturdays. If you have got a Google account, just click on the link when Aladdin posts it, and then you're in. I'll not be able to join tonight, but I usually do. Okay, Igor said, I understand now. Obviously I cannot participate because I work. Sigh. Okay. I can't participate because I'll be working, because you're talking about the future. And now I leave you because the work calls me. Okay. And now I'll have to leave you because work is calling me. I have to prepare my pizza corner. Goodbye. It was a pleasure speaking with you. By the way, said Zeb, well done, Italy. They won against Scotland today. I'm talking about rugby, of course. France is playing Wales now. And Igor said, yep, no wooden spoon, maybe. Capital N. I don't think so, said Zeb. The wooden spoon is just for you, for the cooking. I've got a really big wooden spoon at home, you know. It says the biggest stirrer in the world. I don't know what they meant when they gave it to me. March 15th, said Igor, there will be Italy versus France in Rome. Not there will be. March 15th, will be Italy versus France in Rome. We lost against Wales yesterday, said Zeb. Hopefully we'll play better against Italy. Igor said, I think France will win the match against Italy. And Zeb said they played badly yesterday. What makes you think so? So space after your full stop. Don't forget you need those spaces to make the text more sort of readable, okay? I think so, said Igor, because France seems much stronger than Italy, but I'm not expert in rugby. It's just a hunch. Okay, but I'm not an expert in rugby. It's just a hunch. Then I'll feed on your positive vibes, said Seb, and keep my fingers crossed. Keep in touch on March 15th for the outcome. I hope to be able to watch the game, said Igor. Yesterday I watched France's match in a cafe, said Seb. I always prefer a cafe to home for these kinds of events. What about you? Igor said, when I don't work, I prefer to go see the game in a pub with friends. Okay, I prefer to go and see the game in a pub with friends. And a beer or two? Do you drink beer? Asked Seb. Yes, said Igor. To be continued. Now I will go to work. See you in future. Okay, to be continued, capital T. Now, capital N, comma, I will go to work. See you later. Rather than see you in future, it's like, oh, I'll see you sometime in the future. Goodbye. See you later is more natural, okay? And Zeb said, we will definitely have to meet in the flesh. See you. Okay, then we got some international problems, as ever. Zahir said, Berlin time? It's GMT +6 here. I may not be able to join. Thank you, Zeb, for informing me. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Informing me is okay, but it's a bit like informing on somebody. So just thank you, Zeb, for letting me know. The LEN calendar, Zeb said, is your best friend when you want to know the time of the different events. Absolutely. Zahir said, I have to go now. Bye. Bye, said Zeb. And then a funny little conversation cropped up. Hello, I'm Isa. How are you? Said Isabel. So hello, capital H. I'm Isa. And then a full stop. How are you, capital H? Everything's going all right, said Zeb. I've just recovered a human appearance in Kitely. Bye-bye, snow woman. Igor came along and said, if I'm not mistaken, Kitely is a virtual world, right? Yes, it is, full of rabbits and snowmen at the moment. Emed said, hi, Igor, can you make me a pizza, please? Okay, and this is the problem with short forms, please. It's short for please, P-L-E-A-S-E, because Igor went, what is a pizza, please? Emed said, please. Pulls mean please. Okay, so it's PLS means with an S, please. So, will you make me a pizza, please? I don't know if you got your pizza or not, but I'm sure it was delicious if you did. And then Vivek came along and said, anyone there to improve English chat? So, is anyone, one word, there to help me improve my English, capital E, full stop, question mark, sorry. And Zeb said, hi Vivek, how's the weekend going? Marcy came along and said, Zeb, don't you think Vivek's sentence is wrong? So Vivek with a capital V. Yes, said Zeb, it looks a bit like scrambled eggs. Oh, it looks a bit like scramble eggs. No, it's scrambled with a D, eggs. But I could understand what he wanted to say. Exactly. Yes, I understand too, said Marcy. If we unscramble the message, said Zeb, I think that we will get something like this. Is there anyone to chat for improving our English? Yes, it's right, said Marcy, and complete. Zeb, what's vote in our profile and who do it? Okay, Zeb, what's the vote in our profile and who does it, maybe? Zeb said, under each message there are an up and down arrow. It's on the left on he reply button. Okay. Under each message there are up and down. There is an up and down arrow. It's on the left, or you could say there are up and down arrows. Okay, it's either an up and down arrow is an up and down arrow, or there are up and down arrows. It's the joy of singular or plural, I'm afraid. It's on the left of the THE reply button. If you click on them, you'll vote up or down the message. This will increase or decrease the vote bank of the person who wrote the message. Okay, then Sarah came along with her little diatribe on optimists. Optimists explain positive events as having happened because of them, internal. They also see them as evidence that more positive things will happen in the future, stable, and in other areas of their lives, global. Conversely, they see negative effects as not being their fault, external. They also see them as being flukes, isolated, that have nothing to do with other areas of their lives or future events, local. Okay, now, could I just say, Sarah, if you're going to, I think that must have been taken from the internet, so always provide a link back to where it was taken from, okay? Or at least give the name of the person who originally wrote it. When you read a paragraph, you will find a lot of new words, so you can improve your English with this. Okay, when capital W, U, Y-O-U, read a paragraph, that's P-A-R-A-G-R-A-P-H, comma, U, Y-O-U, will find a lot, 2 words, A space L-O-T, of new words, full stop. Y-O-U, you can improve, small I, your, Y-O-U-R, English, capital E, with this, full stop. Imed said, hi Sarah, I don't understand what's your point exactly from this message. Is it just an advice for being optimism, or you want to just practice your English by learning how to be happy and stuff like that? Okay, so Sarah with a capital S, Imed. Then, is it just advice or a piece of advice? Advice is uncountable. Okay, so you can have a piece of advice, or is it just advice? For being optimistic. Okay, optimism, but to be optimistic. And that's O-P-T-I-M-I-S-T-I-C, optimistic. I think that's right. Or did you just want to practice your English, capital E, by learning how to be happy and stuff like that? And your question mark should go straight after the T in that. Anyhow, Zeb replied to Imed and said maybe it's something she read or was writing about and wanted to share for some reasons. Actually, you can just say for some reason, okay? It also could be a school assignment. It's unclear to me. Yeah, I'm not sure either, but yeah, it's all good if you want to spark a conversation with a quote from somebody, but always give your references, give your source. And Zeb also asked Sarah, who said that about optimist people? Okay, optimistic, O-P-T-I-M-I-S-T-I-C. I don't even understand the first sentence, although I can understand each word separately. Sarah said, it is good too. Some weeks later you will understand all paragraph if you really practice. Okay. It's fine is what I'd say rather than it's good. It is fine, capital I for it, comma, some weeks later you, Y-O-U, will understand all the paragraphs, P-A-R-A-G-R-A-P-H-S, if you, Y-O-U, really practice, full stop. Go on, practice, so practice. Okay, Seb then said, the author hasn't given us any examples to illustrate his/her affirmations. Could you illustrate the first phrase, please? This may help me understand the message the author wants to convey. Sarah said, well, every happening has bad and good, positive and negative part. So an optimist tries to see the bright and positive part. This all the author's goal. Okay, so well, capital W, comma, everything that happens has a bad and good side, comma, a positive and negative, that's N-E-G-A-T-I-V-E part, full stop. So, capital S, so, capital S-O, comma, an optimist tries, T-R-I-E-S, to see the bright and positive, and I'd say the bright side, the positive side, okay, S-I-D-E, full stop. Capital T. This is the author's A-U-T-H-O-R apostrophe S goal. So, because of them, internal means because of their own positive interpretation of an event, right? Asked Seb. Yes, something like that, but really, really try to read a lot of story. It is really useful. So, yes, capital Y, something, SOMETHING, like that, comma, but really try to read, READ, a lot, 2 words, A space LOT, of stories, STORIES, comma, it is really useful. 1 L at the end of useful, full stop. I'm afraid I'm not such a big reader, said Zeb, but no worries, I'll find my way. Marcy said, oh no, hang on, stop. And then Sarah said, ooh, great, English is a very sweet language. Oh no, langage is what you've written there. Try to taste it. English, capital E, language, LANGUAGE. And yeah, why not? Yes, but sometimes it tastes like Marmite, said Zeb. I'm not sure if everybody will understand that. Very true. I'm afraid it can leave a bitter taste in the mouth, English. But it can also leave you smiling. And then Igor gave us a very cheery, hello world. If someone wants to talk with me, Uncle Igor is here. Or Uncle Igor, or Igor, I don't know. Uncle Igor is here. Today I would like to speak of fantasy world. Okay, today I would like to speak about, and then I'd put fantasy worlds maybe. Do you have never read the book or seen the movie The Lord of the Rings? Okay, have you ever read the book, comma, or seen the movie, comma, The Lord of the Rings? And you should capitalise the T and the R in rings, The Lord of the Rings. You can answer the question when you have free time. I'd just say you can answer the question when you have some free time. And Zeb said, I read the sequel, but it was a long time ago, though. Oh, okay. Though or but, not both. I read the sequel, it was a long time ago, though. Or, I read the sequel, but it was a long time ago. More recently, I went to see the Battle of the Five Armies. Me too, said Igor. The Bilbo Baggins' adventures. I liked it. Okay. It's just Bilbo Baggins' adventures. Marcy said, I'm free, Igor, now, and I watched The Lord of the Rings. Are you an uncle, Igor? I mean, you have nephew or niece? So, are you an uncle, Igor? I mean, do you have nephews or nieces? Igor said, no, it means that I'm not a guy, but a middle-aged man. A guy? A young guy, maybe, is what you meant. Guy is a guy, middle-aged or otherwise. So I'm not a young guy, but a middle-aged man. I know, said Marcy. Do you like we call you Uncle Igor? Would you like us to call you Uncle Igor? Well, we aren't children too. Okay, we aren't children either. I don't care how you call me, said Igor. Uncle Igor seems cute, that's all. So, I don't care what you call me. Are you sure, Uncle Igor? Okay, Igor, you wanted to speak about a movie. Start it, said Marcy. Gosh, you're a hard task driver, Marcy. Igor said, I like The Lord of the Rings, and my favourite character is Gandalf because I like the wizards. Okay, just I like wizards, because it means wizards in general. But as a middle-aged man, said Zeb, you're definitely too young to impersonate Gandalf, aren't you? Yes, said Igor, I'm not so old, or I'm not that old, is what I'd say. Well, I think Gandalf was an old man, not? Okay, well, I think Gandalf was an old... you put old man. Old starts with an O, so it's an. I think Gandalf was an old man, wasn't he? If you want to do a tag question there. Yes, like me. Do you like him? What is your favourite character? Asked Igor. I want to play Bjorn, said Zeb. Do you want to say in a role-playing game? Asked Igor. I just like the word play, said Zeb. But I think you're young yet, Igor. I like that animated Who Was Untrue. He wanted to steal the ring, I think. Okay, I think what you wanted to say, Marcy, is I liked that animated character Who Was Untrue. I think you're talking about Gollum. Precious. He wanted to steal the ring, I think. Full stop. Maybe you're talking about Gollum, said Igor. He was a hobbit, but he had been bewitched by the ring. Indeed. I'm not sure if he was he a hobbit? Maybe he was, or was he a halfling? I don't know. I know his real name was Smeagol, wasn't it? But anyhow, Marcy said, I don't remember his name. He lived in the mountain, I think. That's what I meant about in the mountain earlier, by the way. Igor, what's your pictures mean? Okay, Igor, what does your picture mean? Igor said, uno foto pro ecologia. What are you trying to do to me? What you said? Asked Marcy. Yeah, me too, Marcy. So what was that you just said? Some Italian is cropping into Igor's messages, said Zeb. Luckily, Igor said, sorry, it is a photo in favour ecology. Okay, it's a photo supporting ecology. And Zeb replied, what represents the triangle and circle of animals? Okay, I'd say, what do the triangle and circle of animals represent? Okay, and hopefully we'll find out later, okay? Okay, and Habib Khan came along and said, my bad luck no is with me. And hi, who is me? So I think you meant hi, capital H, who is there? T-H-E-R-E with a question mark. Imed said, hi, I think you're a human, right? And Zeb said to Imed, Habib didn't say who am I. I think he asked who is here to chat with me. Yes, maybe. Well, just kidding, said Imed. And Zeb said, but you can be right too. Okay, but you could be right too. And then, as I say, Habib said, my bad luck no is with me. Okay, so my, capital M, bad luck, 2 words, no one is here, full stop. Luck is not with you? Why? Asked Zeb. Hi, said Igor. So, yeah, you have to hang around a bit, Habib, if you want to get the conversation going. Like Asma. Asma came along and said, hello, guys. So, capital H, E-L-L-1-O, and then full stop after guys. Hi, Asma, said Alejandro. How are you? Okay, hi, capital H, Asma, capital A, because it's his name, full stop. How, capital H, are you, Y-O-U. Hello from Peru. So, hello, capital H-E-L-L-O. From Peru with a capital P. Hi, I'm from Algeria, said Asma. So capital H again, 1 I, and then capital I apostrophe M from I'm for I'm, because personal pronoun I, always capital. Kautha said, hello, Asma. Kautha, capital A for the name, full stop. Hi, Kautha, I'm from Algeria, and ooh. So hi, capital H, I'm, capital I, and you, Y-O-U, and the question mark straight after the U in you. I'm from Jordan, said Kautha, capital I, Kautha. Algeria, it's a beautiful country. So, full stop after Jordan. Algeria is a beautiful country, full stop. Hello, said Zeb. And then Destiny came along and said, hi friends, how are you all? So small f for friends, and then just full stop. How are you all? Question mark, not dot, 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 dot. How are you, Destiny? Asked Kautha. Destiny with a capital D, and don't forget your question mark, Kautha. Destiny said, hi Kautha, I'm fine, thank you. So I'm fine, comma, then small t for thank you. What about you? How is going everything? Okay, how is everything going? If you're going to use those informal things, you've got to sound informal. How is going everything? Sounds really weird. How is going everything? Very German, actually. How's everything going? Kautha said, I'm fine. How is your English and speaking? Capital, I'm fine, full stop. That's a statement. How is your English speaking going, maybe, is what you wanted to ask. Don't forget your question mark straight after the G. I'm still beginner to English. Okay, I'm still a beginner in English, Destiny said, full stop. I need practice more and more. I need to practice more and more, full stop, 1 full stop. What about you? Then Marty came along and said, Kautha, Destiny, I see you here again. Where were you in the past days? Okay. Destiny, I see you are here again. Where have you been for the past few days? There's a bit of a perfect tense for you, eh? Destiny said, miss you guys, really. Okay, I missed you guys, comma, really. I'm busy with my studies. So I was busy with my studies. So that's why I didn't message to all. So that's why I didn't, and didn't is D-I-D-N apostrophe T. Message you, or I didn't send you any messages, or I didn't message you. I suppose message has become a verb, hasn't it? I miss you too, Destiny. Oh, so I missed you too, Destiny. People said word guy used for men, and I'm a girl. So people are calling me guy, and I'm a girl, okay? Imed said, Marzi, you are girl. Sorry, I didn't know that. So, Marzi, you are a girl. 1 exclamation mark, if you're that surprised. Sorry, comma, I didn't know that. No problem. Yes, Imed, I'm a girl. Oh, okay, Marzi, said Destiny. Thank you for correcting me. O, capital O, 1H, okay? And then don't forget, OK should be capital O, capital K, or OKAY. Marcy said, Destiny, I think you will come back with the new picture. Did you forget it? Okay, Destiny, comma, I thought you would come back with a new picture. Did you forget it? It was your hobby and you liked birds, not? Okay, it was your hobby, comma, and you like birds, comma, don't you? Zeb said, what about you uploading an avatar picture, Marcy? I'm thinking about it, said Marcy. I change it soon. Okay, that's I''L, short for I will, change it soon, because you're making a promise. Excellent, I can't wait to see it, said Zeb. Marcy said, you can help me, Zeb, about it. I think you meant you can help me with it, Zeb. And Destiny said, what help you want, Marcy? So, what help do you want? And you is with a small u, small y, I mean. You is with a small y. I want to change my picture, said Marcy, and I have any idea yet. Okay, I want to change my picture and I don't have any ideas yet. I asked about it. What's your idea? Destiny said, you like rain, right? So upload any picture of raining or some nature pictures. You like rain, right? Question mark. So, comma, upload any picture of rain, comma, or some pictures of nature. Marcy said, I like rain, kids, and I have to find a picture that have be them I can not. Ooh, I'm not sure what you mean there. You really get triple questions. I like rain and kids, full stop. I have to find a picture that has them in it, and I can't. I think that's what you mean. I like kids too, said Destiny. You upload the picture of little cute baby angel. Okay, you could upload a picture of a little cute baby angel. If I want to upload a picture, said Marcy, I will choose a nice picture like that thing you said. Okay, if I upload a picture, I will choose a nice picture like that. Full stop. Thank you, Marcy, said Destiny. We are waiting here to see your avatar. Yes, I'm looking forward to it, said Zeb. Yes, I'm looking forward to it too. By the way, hello, chick. It's now a chick in your avatar, isn't it, Destiny? And Destiny said, Zeb, I understood the meaning of chick, but I don't understand what you're saying. I think you did. I was asking if your avatar is now a chick, and you've confirmed it. Okay, Zeb, are you there? Asked Destiny. Marcy said, Zeb, leave here because she's busy these days. She said you, by the way, you are a chick now. Okay. Zeb has left, what you would say there, Marcy, because she's busy these days, not this days, these, THESE days. Then full stop, then space. Don't forget your space between your sentences. Makes them easier to read. She told you that you are a chick now. Oh, okay, I understood now. What's she doing? What she's doing. Ooh. So, O, capital O, small h, just the one H. Okay, I understand now. What is she doing? I don't know, said Marcy, but I think she have to go out with her friends in this time in France. Okay, I don't know, but I think she has to go out with her friends at this time in France. Oh, okay, Marcy, then what else? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Then, capital T, what else? Question mark. What do you want to know? Asked Marcy. About what thing? Asked Marcy from Zeb. What are you doing? Asked Destiny. Haha, Marcy, no, I'm not. Actually, I'm looking for that only. Now see my new avatar. Not sure where that comes from. Okay. Actually, I'm looking for that only. Now see my new avatar. Maybe you meant, actually, I'm only looking. Now look at my new avatar. Full stop. It's cute, said Marcy. Destiny, do you read English every day? And Destiny said, yes, but only sometime I'm spending time to read because I have an exam. Okay, yes, capital Y, but only sometimes. Full stop. I'm spending a lot of time reading because I have an exam, BECAUSE. Now I'm free, I will practice more from now. Okay, because I had an exam then. Well, you're a student, have a good exam. Yes, I'm a student. Thank you, said Destiny. Don't forget, full stop after thank you. When I was a student, said Destiny, in the university, me and my friends were asleep and we didn't read books during the term, and in the end of it we were awake all days and night. That's typical student behaviour. When I was a student at university, my friends and I slept a lot, comma, and we didn't read any books during the term. By the end of it, we were awake all day and night. Yes, me too, here same. Okay, yes, me too. Here it's the same, I would say there. Capital Y for yes. What you're studied means your qualification. Okay, what did you study? Okay. And then in brackets, capital M, means your qualification, full stop. Bad, 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 said Zeb. Good, 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 said Marzi. I read public health in the university, Destiny. Okay, I read public health at university. Oh, but I don't know about public health. Is this a course? Asked Destiny. So O, capital O, small h, just the one. And then exclamation mark if you want. I don't know anything about public health, full stop. Is it a course? And it's a small c for course. They might seem like they should be big C's, but they're only small c's. We work in the hospitals and health networks and try to save people about diseases and how we can keep ourselves against them. Okay, Marzi, you would say, we work in hospitals and in health networks and try to tell people about diseases and how to prevent them. Oh, that's great, said Destiny. So you know about diseases and precautions, okay? I'd say and prevention. Yes, I know, said Destiny. It's important for all people that know about it. It's important for all people to know about it. Coughs and sneezes spread diseases. Destiny said, yes, of course. Small o. Can I ask you one question regarding health, if you're free? That's what happens when you tell people that you know about health. You know, they'll tell you all about all their symptoms. Of course, Destiny, said Marzi. I want to know about cough. My mother suffers a lot for cough. Okay, I want to know about coughs, full stop. Capital M, my mother suffers a lot from coughing. Did she go doctor? Does she coughing always? Okay, did she go to see a doctor? Does she always cough? We meant many times in the past, said Destiny. Actually, she is suffering from 7 years. Now it's became way too. Another disease means breathing problem. When she slept, suddenly get up and breathes fast, and then it's become normal after some time. Day before yesterday it happens. I'm really afraid about that. If any errors, try to understand. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry about this, Destiny. Okay. Capital W. We went many times in the past, full stop. Actually, she has been suffering for 7 years, comma, but now it's turned into another disease which has caused breathing problems, full stop. Capital W. When she's asleep, she suddenly gets up, breathing fast, comma, and then it becomes normal after some time, full stop. Capital T, the day before yesterday it happened. Again, I would say, I'm really afraid of it. If I've made any errors, try to understand, okay? Okay, and it's difficult to express these things sometimes, isn't it? Doesn't she have asthma? Asked Marzi. Or I'd say, does she have asthma? Don't know, said Destiny. We want to go to another doctor on Thursday. Let's see what he say. Okay. Let's, capital L, E-T, apostrophe S, see what he says. Marzi said, I hope it's not a serious problem. Your mother have to use drugs. Okay. Your mother may have to use drugs. Usually overweight makes many problems for people and we have to learn to change lifestyle. So I wouldn't say usually, I'd say often. Often being overweight causes many problems for people and we have to learn to change our lifestyle. I have to eat rice and meat less and consume vegetables and seafood more. Yes, you're right, said Destiny. Overweight makes many problems. Okay. Being overweight causes many problems, then, comma. But my mum doesn't have overweight, but my mum isn't overweight. And yes, we have to eat vegetables and so on. But doctor said to my mum, don't eat any seafood for 3 years because it will make some problems like breathing or asthma. Okay, but the doctor said to my mum she shouldn't eat any seafood for 3 years because, B-E-C-A-U-S-E, it can cause problems like, can cause breathing problems like asthma. I think your mum have to be careful about whatever she eats. It's better to act according to thing that her doctor said. Okay, I think your mum has to be careful about everything she eats. It's better to act according to what her doctor told her. Okay, and then I think Desney got worried and said, drugs? with capital D. I mean medicine, not else. Okay, I meant medicine, comma, nothing else, full stop. Ha! Okay, said Disney. Drugs covers medicine too. Ethical drugs as opposed to the other kind, okay? Okay, and then Alejandro came along and said, hi, nice to meet you. So capital H, small I, just the one I though. Hi, comma, nice to meet you. And then one exclamation mark if you must, but a full stop is fine. I'm new here, and I think this chat is a nice way to improve your English. Okay, I'm, capital I, apostrophe M, new here, and I, capital I, think this chat is a nice way to improve our English, capital E. Hello from Peru. So hello is capital H-E-L-L-O, no W. Zeb said, hello from France, just how she wrote it. Have you already visited Cuzco and been to Machu Picchu? Is it worth it? Hi, nice to meet you too, said Desney. One eye, Desney and hi. Alejandro said, where are you from, Desney? So capital W, where are you from, Desney? With a question mark before your smiley. Desney said, I'm from India. What do you do, Alejandro? And Marzi came along and said, hi, Alejandro, welcome to the network. I'm Iranian here, and I want to learn English like you. Okay, I'm Iranian here? I'm Iranian here, but I'm not Iranian somewhere else. Just say, I'm Iranian, comma, and I want to learn English like you. Oh, that sounds fantastic, said Alejandro. Yes, as I said, I want to improve my English because it helps us to know about new cultures, to have a better knowledge, and so on. Okay, O, capital O, that sounds fantastic. And then just, yeah, you could put an exclamation, but just the one if you insist, and no full stop. The exclamation mark replaces the full stop, okay? Yes, comma. As I said, capital I, capital I, want to improve my English, capital E, comma, because it can help us to learn about new cultures, to get better knowledge or to gain better knowledge, and so on. What can you tell me about your country? Capital W. Okay, then Diego came along and said, hello guys, I'm new here. I was wondering if you could add me on Skype to chat to you, blah, blah. I can help you learn Spanish, and in return, I expect to practice my English. So, hello guys. I just put in full stop. I'm new here, full stop. Okay, it's like, hello guys, I'm new here, woohoo! It's not that exciting, honestly. Okay, Zeb said, hi Diego, what Spanish do you speak? Spanish from Argentina, Colombia, Cuba, Spain, etc.? Yes, it's a bit like saying I speak English, isn't it? You know, what English do you speak? And that brings us to live chat, and which started with April saying hi, and I replied hi. Zeb said, how are you doing, April? No Supermans around. And I said, wouldn't that be Supermen? Oops, said Zeb. I hate blushing. And April said, no, but an invitation for a bet. How much should you put on the table? Asked Zeb. A bet? Were you betting? I would oversleep. A bet? Were you betting I would oversleep? I asked. Did you? Asked April. It's a fact. She did, didn't she? Said Zeb. I didn't actually oversleep, I said, but I did close my eyes for a nap. Lol, said Zeb. If anyone asks me, you're just playing with words. Aha. I wouldn't say if anyone asks me here. I'd just say, if you ask me, you're just playing with words. I have a good excuse, I said. Oh, I'm not going to ask, said Zeb, but it would be great to hear that it's because you live with no watches and clocks around. No tick-tock tick. No, just ping, ping, ping as messages arrive, I said. I had just discovered I'd got a concussion. Okay, well, the day before. Anyhow, then April sadly said, sorry, just got a death announcement. So sad, said Mani Raja. And April said, the wife of a colleague from the volunteers work. The wife of a colleague from where I volunteer. It's always upsetting, I replied. And I'm sorry to hear that, April. Hugs. Ouch, a relative, asked Zeb. And that takes us to the beginning of next week. So hopefully I'll get that done in time and get this posted up for you to listen to. So not too bad, not as bad as last time, under 2 hours. Getting longer and longer, aren't we? Anyway, it's all good. So I hope you enjoy listening and reading the text. Don't forget you can read along with it. And thank you to everybody who's taken part in live chat and in texting each other and carrying on the conversations. And those of you who are saying hi and hello, just come back and see if anybody's replied. You can, as long as you've got a Discuss account, you can follow your own conversations so that you'll get notified if and when somebody replies. And usually people will get a reply. Okay, but if you don't sort of follow the conversation on, there won't be corrections, because I can only say capital H, small I, that so many times, okay? Anyhow, thank you again. Don't forget, get out there, practice your English with each other, with other people. Be nice, be kind, and if you can't be good, just don't get caught. Bye.